Okay. I was talking about how I got to learn English, and after I came back from US, I tried to not forget English, so I read English books, books for children, like Anne of Green Gables and Little House on the Prairie. I read them, and also I went to a English class run by a church. We At that time we didn't really have an English school in Akita City, so I was at the church, and yes, I learned English from people at the church. And I went to local junior high and local high school, and by the time I graduated high school, I was so bored at English classes, and I lost interest in English. So in university I didn't study English at all. Actually, that was a waste of time, I think. もったいない状況でした。私は英語を学んだのはアメリカに住んでいたからです。で、秋田では教会の英会話スクールに通ってました。でも地元の中学高校を行ってたので、普通の英語の授業しか受けてなくて、で大学に入る頃にはすっかり英語に飽きてしまって、それで英語もういいやって思ってました。それで大学では全く英語を勉強せずいたんですけれど、大変なことになったんです。So, I graduated university, had no job, and I had to do something. So I went to a graduate school, professional graduate school of global communication in Akita City. It's called Akita International University. The classes were all in English. The assignments we had to do in English, and there were foreign teachers from foreign countries, and also we had to make presentations in English because the major was professional graduate school of global communication. I won't explain what global communication in this movie right now because it's just so difficult. For me, it was a really difficult time doing everything in English, not knowing enough English to understand the class, probably because I wasn't academic enough. And probably my understanding of the class was not enough. I didn't do the graduation project well enough, so I suffered. Yes, and again I was jobless after graduation. But this spring, so it's been a year since I graduated Akita International University, and this spring I'm starting an English class. I will be teaching in Akita City, probably at this cafe and the coffee shop that I introduced before. I'll be teaching English, and my first language is Japanese, so I have the advantage or the benefit of speaking Japanese. For the students who are not really good at English, And for the beginners, they can feel secure because you can always speak in Japanese when there's something going on that's a problem. So please join the English class from this April. Please contact me. In the next movie, I'll be showing how you can contact me. I think I will be making a brochure, or what do you call it? Some kind of advertisement for my English class. I will still be working at the venture company because I can't just say, oh, I quit today. I can't do that. But hopefully, if you watch this movie and are in Akita City and interested in English, please join the English class. It's not going to be academic, but I will be using what I've learned in the graduate school. And of course, people in Akita know that Akita International University is very famous in Akita City, or all over Akita. You might expect something really academic, but don't worry. We will be talking on what's going on in the newspaper and TV news. We'll have that kind of time, but it wouldn't be just using big words and knowledge. I will explain grammar, and yeah, we will just start from self-introduction and then move on to what the students want to learn. So and what else? And the fee is 2,000 yen each time. I'm still considering how long the class should be, but I think it would be 90 minutes or 2 hours. 2 hours is pretty long, so it's probably for advanced learners. Or when there are a lot of people who want to take the class at the same time, it might be long. But yes, 90 minutes. And we have parking lots at the coffee shop called Aladdin Coffee. We have parking lots. And at this place, I forgot to introduce the name. It's Jusan-ya. Jusan is 13. Ya is night. Yes. There's a parking lot here, and there's a drugstore near this place. I think you can park your car there. So don't worry. And if you're riding bus or train, I think you can walk from Akita station to this place. Yes.